Hey, start interview.
First question. Tell me about yourself.
Hello, my name is Dipanshu. I am a full stack developer from Delhi. If I talk about my qualification, I completed my diploma in computer engineering from MERN. During my diploma days, I find an interest in web development. So after completing my graduation in BCA, I joined IntelliPath full stack development course, and now I am focused on non development. For development, I use React and Tailwind for my front end, Node.js and Express for my backend, and for my database, I use MongoDB. I also use Blender, Git, Vercel, MongoDB Atlas for deployment of my project. One of my recent projects is personal finance tracking app that extract PDF data and so categorize spending through visual representation or dashboard. In this project, I also use Backend for encryption of my credentials and JWT authentication for my login. And right now, I am aiming improving my backend skills. I am aiming for a full-time role in full stack development.
Thanks. Now let's go to JavaScript, medium level. Can you explain closures with a practical example?
Okay, closure is a feature in JavaScript where an inner function can access the variable of its outer function even after the outer function has finished executing. This all happens because inner function can remember the lexical scope where it was created. Using we use closure to keep our variable private or avoid global variable pollution. It is also used to create function with remember values. In real life example of closure, we can if there is a bank application and there is a account balance or account balance, we keep account balance in outer functions. In inner function. So and it return a few methods like deposit and get balance. So even after the outer function finish executing, these methods still access the account balance. This is an example of closure in real life example.
Good. Next, React, medium level. How would you prevent unnecessary re-renders in a component?
To prevent unnecessary render, there is a few methods that increase React performance and avoid unnecessary render. First one is React memo. A React memo is used to prevent unnecessary render of a component without changes in their props. Second one is use callback. Use callback is used to remember a functions or to store a functions and avoid unnecessary recreation of functions on every render. Third one is use memo. Use memo is used to memorize a complex calculation and avoid unnecessary calculation on every render. Fourth one is lazy loading. Lazy loading load only the components when they are needed, and they improve initial load. And fifth one is virtualization. Virtualization render only the required item from a list instead of loading the entire list at a single time. And there is a few methods also like paginations uh, and divide and conquer rules where we can in pagination we divide a large amount of data or in a page format. So it improve initial load, initial performance, and in our divide and conquer, we make our a small component or reusable component.
Nice. Now, Node.js, medium. How does Express middleware work?
Middleware is a special function in Express that perform a specific task. Middleware is used to handle like our error handling, networking, routing, or some security or authentication purpose. A middleware is special function, so a middleware is executed between the client request and the server response. It also in middleware there is a three methods or functions. First parameters. First one is request, and the second one is response, and third one is next. And next is used request and response are used for request response cycle, and the next is used whenever the our first middleware is completed. Next move the access to the next middleware or routes. Without if we do not use next, it close our request response cycle. So it is necessary to call next on every middleware in every middleware, and we can use middleware using app.use.
Got it. Next, HTML and CSS, medium. How do you make a layout responsive?
We use layout responsive by using meta queries or writing a CSS queries as per the page length and width. Meta query is used to styling and maintaining different CSS styles for different sizes and screen sizes. And it is very useful in day-to-day life because using a responsive website, we can access this website from our laptop, tab, and also your mobile phones.
Last one, HR style. Tell me about a challenge you faced in a project and how you handled it.
The main challenges I handle using in a project is that how we can extract data from a PDF, because in PDF there is no such a rows and tables. It is raw data. So we first we have different methods, but the methods I finally used is we use data by using keywords and regex. Using regex, I found the keyword that is extract my date, my amount, my credit, debit, and also my purpose of that purchase or buying of. So this is my one of most mm, difficult task that I perform by creating a project.
Good. That's 6. I'll stop here and then we'll do feedback after.
Yeah, please give feedback.
Solid session. Stronger than last time. I'd rate it around an 8.5 out of 10 for sure. Your tell me about yourself was well structured. Just clean up grammar a bit, like I develop and it extracts. Closure's answer was strong. Clear example. For React, nice coverage. Focus first on memo, use callback, use memo, and stable props. Lazy loading is a separate performance topic. Middleware answer was good. Just add that middleware can modify the request or response and mention error handling. For responsive design, mention Flexbox or grid, fluid units, and breakpoints. For the HR answer, add a clear result or impact. If this were real, I'd move you forward. You're close. Keep answers tight. 60 seconds, one example, clean language. You're on track for a fresher round.
Thank you.